Comparison of the barbell row. So a plate loaded low row, we have a hammer strength machine is the most comparable to a bent over row. One of the most common mistakes people do when they sit in the seat, they sit up way too close. So they sit way up in here. So when they're pulling the weight back, they can actually use momentum because they're coming right off the pad. So what you want to do to alleviate that is you want to put your bum back on the pad and then lean yourself into it. So now, if you remember what I was doing with the barbell, I'm in that 90-degree position. So if I was up like this, I'm not. So I'm not in the 90. So right here, now I am. I'm in that 90-degree. So again, like I mentioned over there for the back, you gotta let your shoulders round around the pad. And now the whole idea is get the shoulders back and retract your shoulder blades. And again, when you do that, you can see my chest comes up. So round stretch, chest comes up. Round stretch, chest comes up. You see a lot of people when they do this, they're not coming back far enough. So you see a lot of this, like they're just trying to go too heavy and they're coming to here. Like they're just, or this, I even see one arms. People are still doing this whole bent over thing. Like I hate to tell you people, your lat is not inserted into your oblique. So if you're fucking crunching down and you're doing this, yeah, I can feel my lat flex, but you're not getting the benefit of getting the stretch. Like this, all this is doing right now is I feel a stretch. It's not really a stretch. I feel like it's more like mid-back up into my trap. Like it's not even in my back. You're supposed to be here and it's supposed to go shoulder to shoulder around and then up. And a lot of people don't pop their chest. They're going to here. The whole standing one arm row thing that I see done on this is just, I don't know. I see where their concept, I do, I see the concept, but you got to remember this is, you're stuck in a plane. You're stuck in one plane. So you got to get yourself in a position where it's going to hit you in the proper spot. So for me, I got to be pretty much over here and I got to be touching the pad for it to hit me in a spot where it feels like I'm engaging my lat. But newsflash, if you turn the camera that way, there's dumbbells within 10 feet of this machine that you can do a one-arm dumbbell row, which is way more beneficial than doing a one-arm row on that. I don't know. I know I'm being skeptical and I'm being like, it's my opinion. So that my opinion is I would much rather myself do a one-arm dumbbell row than do a one-arm row on a machine that's on a fixed plane and it's not a plane that is according to a one-arm dumbbell row. That's my opinion. So, because it's too much mechanics to get into this, to do a one-arm row and do it properly. If that's what you're trying to emulate. If you're trying to emulate something else, then I don't know what you're doing. But if you're trying to emulate a one dumbbell row, just go over there and get a dumbbell and do it. Preferably for me, I like this. I like having something that my chest is against. When I was younger, I loved doing barbell rows. But since I've found machines that let me engage my back a lot more, and I can feel every rep more. I don't have to worry about keeping my my torso and everything up. I found this is a lot more engaging for the back, and that's, in my mind, that's what I'm there to train that day, is back. So I'd rather do something that engages the back than rather than engaging my lower back or my glutes to make me stand upright. So me, myself, I would rather this machine than an old school barbell row. So again, that's me. So